What's up, y'all? It's Waco. Welcome back to Waco TV, and today we're going to be talking about stop dating for potential and why doesn't it exist. So, hook, let me bring you in. So, let me be real with you. Potential does not pay bills. Potential do not make you happy. Potential doesn't build a healthy relationship. If you date someone for who they might be, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. So the lesson in that is, and the main point is, potential is imaginary. So I know as a girl, we think about like the fairy tale endings. Oh, he's a Prince Charming. He do this right, but I don't like this. He do this, but I don't like this. He's is either he got it or he don't. And the same thing with men. Either she got it or she don't. I think people should date people the level of they at. If you don't like who you see in the mirror, why would somebody date that? Why would somebody want to be interested in you? Everyone says, oh, I got so much potential. I got potential. But do you have results? Everyone has potential. Potential is imaginary. You can't build a relationship off what ifs. What if you do this? If you can't marry him right now, or you can't marry her right now, and you be like, well, I'm happy with what I got, then that's imaginary. That's a fantasy. You try to turn them into someone they're not. Yeah, you should, people don't know you, so you gotta ask those really deep level conversations so y'all can have and be on the same page. But if y'all incompatible, y'all just incompatible. And no matter how many times y'all have sex, no matter how many times y'all do, or how many times that y'all force it just will never work because you can't live out potential. And the growth isn't guaranteed. People are like, oh, I'm gonna try, but they don't try. It'd be 5 years, 10 years, 50 years later, and they're still the same person that they are to right now. So I definitely think you should judge by patterns. Like, people telling themselves. Like, I think about it in analogy just like this. Okay, so you ever heard somebody, oh yeah, I've been going to the gym, I be in the gym. But then you start, time go by, and you be like, they look the same. So have they really been in the gym? Like, it's not potential when you have results. If you have results, you doing it. Potential is like, oh yeah, I got a potential. I got a plan. All I need a platform. But if you live in it, you got the platform because you own the platform. You doing it in the platform. You in the flesh doing it. You working towards it. If you said potential, you can say, yeah, I'm going to the gym. But you've been going to the gym for 3 months and I don't see no result. I haven't seen 1 ab, 1 pound loss. And you telling me you've been going to the gym. So have you really been going to the gym? Like, look how imaginary that could be. Like, it's just a fantasy. Like, that's just delusion. That's really delusion. So that's why I say you got to base it on patterns. If they say, oh yeah, I'm going to go to the gym, and then they don't go to the gym, that's like a discipline. Because if they don't listen to their own word, or they don't have their own word is bond within their own self, then they're not disciplined. Why would I want you to lead my life if you were my man? Or why would I want to be with somebody who lacked discipline if I was a man? Like, why would I want to be like that? And then why would I want to lead you because you're not even listening to what's best for your own interests? So you think you're just going to break me down. I'm just going to, like crabs in the bucket, you're going to pull me down with you because you don't see discipline that's needed in your own life. So as a person or as a woman, I wouldn't want no man, because the man's supposed to lead, and biblically, the man's supposed to lead. So why would I want a boyfriend, God-feared man? Why would I want a man who can't lead me? And he's not disciplined. He's potential. It's the potential, the what ifs. Yeah, you say you want to marry me, but it's the results. It's the plans, the goals, and everything else that you are doing to make it seem like, okay, the next step is marriage. Anybody can talk about marriage. Anybody can talk about relationships. Anybody like, oh yeah, the what ifs. In middle school and high school, you like, oh, you already planning your kids' name. Y'all just on the phone talking. Like, look how imaginary that is. Like, that's not real. Like, what's real is patterns. What's real is the everyday choices they make to stay disciplined. And the results they get out of the small goals they check off the bigger picture. You can tell me as many a time you're going to do this, you're going to do this, you're going to do this. But if you don't never do it, then you're not it. You're not a doer. You're just a sayer. So why it's going to come to the point, like, people just going to look at you like, well, that sounds good. That sounds good. It sounds good. And then you're going to be like, yeah, Like, and that's like the worst. Like, because it's like, that's your reputation. So once the people get that bad little first impression of you not keeping your word as bond, then that's your whole reputation. So it's like you should care about that, because that makes your character. Not that you should care about people say, but it's just like, you would want people to have trust in your word, wouldn't you? I would. So the lesson into this is like, stop ignoring reality for the sake of fantasy. The version of them you have in your head is never will exist. If he's not doing it now, he's not gonna ever do it. If she's not doing it now, she's not gonna ever do it. Ever. So if you waiting on that, you're gonna be waiting forever. So why wait on that when you can get exactly what you want? And I'm not saying like you deserve to get what you want. You gotta like self-reflect and just realize, would you date yourself? And don't be egoistic and be like, oh yes, I would date myself. No, like pay attention to what the person that you are deeply, and the patterns that you do. Would you really date yourself? Like, on the truth, would you date yourself? Like, and that's gonna have to come with like the bluntly honest. Like, the truth hurts, but the truth only hurts if you allow it to hurt. If you take it as constructive criticism and you really want to get better in your life, you will definitely look in the mirror and tell yourself before somebody else will tell you. Your peace and happiness depends on accepting the truth, not illusions. The quotes that I want y'all to take away from this video is, stop falling in love with the idea of who someone could be. Start valuing who they are now. Who they really are now. Not who they could be. Not who they possibly might be. Not if, and, but be. But no, just right now. Would you date them right now? Would you marry them right now? Would you, most importantly, would you let them be a charge of life or death over you? Like, if you put it like that, that's an easy yes or no. You don't have to have no context. Like, would you allow them to be of your life? Would you think they would consider you as a person and make that decision over what's the best between both of y'all? Honestly. So the takeaway of this is, if you want a lasting relationship, stop betting on potential and start investing in proof who they are today. Like I said, today, right now, in this very moment, as you're watching this video, who they are today. And you will get your answer. So the Bible verse that's associated with this is Matthew 7:6. You will know them by their fruits, not by their potential fruit, their current fruit. Who they are today. Jesus saying today. God saying today. So the closing point of this video is, potential is for sports, not relationships. Stop dating promises. Start dating reality. So guy and girl, date with intention. Date with the patterns. And you gotta ask those important questions, those deep questions. Don't ask you what's your favorite color. No. Ask deep questions. Ask where you see yourself in 5 years. Honestly. Ask the questions like, what inspires you? What motivates you? What keeps you disciplined? How do you see yourself as a boyfriend? How do you see yourself as a girlfriend? Not asking what's your love language. The love language is important, but it won't matter if y'all not compatible. So if y'all not compatible, then all those surface level questions, it don't matter. Like, I feel like if we weed out the deep conversations from day one, tell you who you really are day one, then you will be able to move forward. Because like I said with the book is the summary. So judge a book by its cover. You don't turn the next page unless you find interest in the book. So keep that in mind when you're dating. Like, would you date them today? Who they are as a person today. So I just want y'all to take that with you for today. And understand, like, it's no such thing as potential. It's what are you doing? What's the patterns? What's the results? You can talk all that talk if you want, but if you're not walking that walk, then you can't talk. So like, comment, and share this video. And if you like it, put a thumbs up in the comment.